the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN, and the Nightingale Radio International, all the way from Houston, Texas, United States of America. This is the second broadcast for the day, and this is actually a matter arising from what is taking place in our beloved country called Nigeria. Nigeria has been such an unfortunate country since independence. We have not had the luxury of being led by the right type of leadership. Yes, right since independence. Our independence was premised on one Nigeria. But soon after takeoff, it became clear that the concept of one Nigeria was just a rhetoric that did not have any muscles behind it. But you and I, who is watching me from various parts of the world, can unite and change the trajectory, yes, that we have been traveling. The reason for this broadcast is because of one man called Nyesom Wike. Nyesom Wike was a two-time governor of Rivers State of Nigeria. Yes, oil-rich Rivers State of Nigeria. Oil-rich Rivers State of Nigeria. Right after he finished his tenure, following the dubious, the most ridiculous election in Nigeria, he was appointed the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory. Yes, another bleeding access to stealing from Nigeria. You know, this man who came from a very wretched background now drives a Rolls Royce. At the time, I'm talking about 95%, if not even 99% of Nigerians are going to sleep on empty stomach, on empty stomachs. This brigand who was arrested at one time and charged with robbery, but escaped the hangman because of the corrupt Nigerian system, rose to become a governor, and now is the minister of the Federal Capital Territory under the rogue administration of a rogue drug dealer, identity thief and certificate forger called Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The most corrupt. We thought Buhari's government was corrupt. This is just corruption enterprise that is being run. Our economy is lying prostrate. The healthcare delivery system is destroyed. Infrastructure, zero. Nothing is happening. And these guys live in criminal opulence. And majority of these criminals, yes, I call them criminals, have their families and their children, let me say children, who were not born in the United States. Like mine were born, and I live with them, and they are still under me. I have 3 American-born children, American-born Nigerian children, 26, 25, and the youngest, 19. I am still here as their father, tending to them. Yes, we solve problems together. There has never been any break. There has never been any break in the continuity of my stay with them, my residency here in the United States. And here comes these criminals in Nigeria who call themselves politicians and political leaders in Nigeria, who set a different standard for the people of Nigeria to live by, and they live on a high-profile standard, usually outside the country. They take their children who were born in Nigeria, or some of them who were born in Nigeria, outside Nigeria to live in opulence here. They buy them houses, they buy them flashy cars, they have everything at their beck and call. Why some of us who live here, we work 3 jobs to support our families here and support those in Nigeria, including our friends in Nigeria. Those who call us day and night, asking us for one thing or the other, because of the terrible condition at home in Nigeria. I want to remind Nigerians and those watchers of Nigeria, friends and enemies of Nigeria, that Nigerians remit, especially from the United States, over 30 billion US dollars annually to support the ailing economy in Nigeria. We reverse the destruction that these people bring upon our economy, that make our people suffer when they should not. Young men and women who have graduated from schools have no jobs. They are made to ride a motorcycle as ways of transporting people for survival. A lot of them live lives of crime because there's nowhere else to turn. You hear why Nigerians are everywhere on earth. Yes, even in the worst hell on earth, you find Nigerians there because of the deplorable condition at home. Today, I am making a demand on President Donald Trump to act. I believe that those Nigerians who are being taken away from the United States and sent back to Nigeria, they should have mercy on them. And focus on those who created the condition that made immigration or emigration for Nigeria, yes, compellingly inevitable. Today, I am calling on Donald Trump, President Donald Trump of the United States, to ask. And if we are going to come to Washington, we are going to organize Nigerians here, my diaspora brothers and sisters. You know what you and I go through. As we speak right now, I am broke, so broke from helping people in Nigeria. Yes, so broke. I'm serious. I am broke. I'm not ashamed of saying it. Because when they call you and pick up that phone and you listen to those conversations, to those pains about children not eating, about mothers having to lie to their children that they are fasting as ordered by their church pastors in order to escape being held accountable for not being able to provide for them. Yes, it makes you cry. So my brothers from the diaspora, sisters in the diaspora, I don't think this is a call that we cannot answer. I don't think it requires a lot of money for us to do this. Making our voices heard so that the American authorities will hear what is taking place in Nigeria and why Nigerians are running away in droves from their country. I believe that we can do that. So that is why if you're a Nigerian diaspora listening to me now, what can you do to support this movement so we can grow, make it bigger and bigger and bigger until our voices are heard everywhere, starting from wherever state you live in. I live in Texas. We're going to do something here. If you live in Maryland, you live in Massachusetts, you live in Illinois, you live in Louisiana, Oklahoma, any and everywhere you live, I think we can stand up today and then set our country free. Starting with this process of calling on President Donald Trump to deport. Yes, I'm telling you, deport the families of Nigerian politicians residing here, even if they have U.S. citizenship that were acquired through fraudulent means. They need to be deported. They have no business being here after they wrecked our country. Yes, Nigeria is not supposed to be the way it is right now. So Donald Trump, please, act now. Denaturalize and deport the family of Nyesom Wike back to Nigeria so they can go and face the same deplorable conditions that the ordinary people in Nigeria are living under. their U.S. citizenship, and those of families of other Nigerian politicians residing in the United States and living in criminal opulence, while their fellow citizens in Nigeria are living in extreme poverty, should be revoked because they were apparently acquired via fraudulent schemes involving money, stashes of money stolen from Nigeria, especially by Mr. Nyesom Wike and the rest of them. Yes, Wike was a two-term governor of oil-rich River State of Nigeria, and now the Minister of Federal Capital Territory under the rogue government of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who operated a huge drug cartel here between Illinois and Indiana, for which he was arrested, prosecuted, and made to pay nearly $500,000 during his stay in the United States. He returned to Nigeria to become a senator and then later a two-term governor of the richest state in Nigeria. I'm talking about Lagos State. Yeah, where he amassed the kind of money that we cannot even quantify to take on Nigeria. Bought up all of its strategic institutions, corrupted all the institutions and the drivers of industry to become the head of state of Nigeria today. President Trump, I know you have access to his FBI records. We have been demanding for it. I don't know, for some strange reasons, the court system here have been making it impossible. So the world will know who Bola Ahmed Tinubu is. Everybody around him is a thief. Everybody around him is a rogue. Everybody around him has had one thing or the other to do with drugs. That is the deplorable condition under which Nigerians are living. So, President Donald Trump, you can do us a world of favor. I know you are a man who says what he wants to do. And I think you can do this for Nigerians. We are not asking you to give Nigerians money. Deport these criminals. There are many. Yes, their families live here. Millions of our people live in danger. Yeah, you know the situation with Nigeria. I know you have an intelligence report. You have a CIA report. You have FBI report, and everybody reporting the deplorable condition in Nigeria. If you love the world, you know, when you were coming to become president of the United States, you talked about ending wars around the world. This is one war that is raging. Though it is silent, it's being fought with a smoking gun. You won't see it, but millions of our people in Nigeria are dying. Yes, the hospitals are not working. There are no roads in Nigeria. Nigeria has been in darkness for I don't know how long anymore. Nigeria is unable to generate enough electricity to support its economy. I don't even know how Nigeria is still existing. The reason Nigeria is existing is because of the money we suffer to make here, we share with the people in Nigeria. Otherwise, Nigeria would have become another Afghanistan. But we are not far for it now. We are 1 inch away from becoming an Afghanistan. We are inch away from becoming another Somalia. And you know, when Nigeria becomes a Somalia, the whole of Africa will crash. This is what we want you to do. Donald Trump, please, 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 we are begging. Mr. Nyesom Wike has agreed that his children and wife are citizens of the United States. I know you want to be fair to him, to give him a fair trial. Wike has never been known to have lived in the United States. So how did his family become citizens of the United States? He never lived here. And you know there's this racket from among the political class and the elites in Nigeria. When their wives become pregnant, they send them here to have the babies. And then the babies become U.S. citizens. I believe that was what Nyesom Wike did. So you must act now if you want to carry through with your immigration reforms. This is one area, and not the defenseless who are running away from them. One area, one key area. Yes, it's a lot of money stolen from Nigeria that are brought here in the United States. Yes, all the state governors, all the senators, all the presidents of Nigeria have houses here. They have their families here. They enjoy the good work of the founding fathers of America and those who keep on carrying the generation further. The work, yes, you know, the nation building here, it is done. Every generation of leaders in America has an assignment left for them, and they don't fail in driving that assignment. So, and then these people destroy our country to come here to enjoy the benefit of what Americans work for every day. It is unfair to Nigeria, and it is unfair to the United States. So this is the reason why you must act. So if you are listening to me right now, you are a Nigerian listening to this broadcast, do us a favor. Yes, you are on Facebook, you are on YouTube. Do us a favor. Do yourself a favor. You in Nigeria, I'm talking to you now. You are looking at me. You in Nigeria who have given up hope that anything can be done about Nigeria. I am telling you that if you listen to me and wake up to do what is right, yes, we can save Nigeria. But if you continue to keep quiet and you live in fear, you are afraid already because they deploy the army, they deploy the police, they deploy the DSS to come after you. If you continue to be afraid of these monsters, they will get worse. The next thing is they will wipe you out. And they're already doing that. Who are those behind the Boko Haram? Who are those behind the Fulani bandits? They are the one. It's either they are acting as direct sponsors or through their criminal conspiracy, they are part of it. When they sit down, they don't do anything. When the security situation in Nigeria gets this worse, and then they are part of it. Yes. There's no difference between they and those who are directly masterminding terrorism in Nigeria. Logan Brandt, how are you? Latinos for Trump. Vote, revote. That's up to you. Yes, we are talking about Nigeria right now. We are talking about the deplorable condition in Nigeria. And we are calling on President Donald Trump, deport these criminals. Deport them. The children of politicians, their families, their wives live here. And they give our people hell in Nigeria. They have no rights to 24-hour supply of electricity. They have no right to supply of water here. They have no right to drive on good roads. Yes, they have no right to go to Walmart that they deny our people access to. Yes, they have no right to healthcare delivery system that they come here to pay so exorbitantly. They have no right to do any of those. President Trump, members of the Congress, listen to this. Nigeria is bleeding. Nigeria is about to die. And Nigeria is supposed to be a strategic partner of the United States. America, United States, Donald Trump, would you want to see Nigeria die? And you know that the death of Nigeria will be a threat to global peace because of the population and the strategic position Nigeria occupies on earth. So this is why you must act. Hey, get it right. We are not begging for money. We want you to purge America of the criminals from Nigeria, from the political class of Nigeria. Send them back home. Let them enjoy the benefit of the dividend of the democracy that they created for Nigeria. That is all I am asking for. I'm not asking for help on behalf of Nigeria. I am not asking for aid, yes, on behalf of Nigeria. I am asking that you return all those criminals back home and their families. Let all of us enjoy the benefit of what they created. Yes, they have grown so tough that our people can't hold them accountable. They go anyhow and do whatever they want, and nobody raises any finger. Everybody is scared of them. Everybody is scared of them. They have made our people so poor that they become insensitive to pain. They have made our people so poor that now they defend those who harm them instead of rising up. Now they see me, who is talking to them, as an enemy for telling them the truth. President Donald Trump, as I speak right now, I can't even venture into Nigeria. I'm about the number 5 years that they declare enemy of the government, not the enemy of the state. Our people don't understand the difference between the government and the state. They don't understand their basic human rights. They don't know that they have rights as citizens of Nigeria. So that is why the country has become a heaven for criminals. That is the reason the country has become so lawless. Kidnapping, raping, murder. Yes, they murder people now because we don't have armed forces anymore. We do not have the police. Police is not working for us. The DSS is not working for us. They work with the terrorists. They work with the bandits. They work with the mastermind of terrorism and banditry. Our people are left unprotected. It's to your tent, O Israel. To your tent, O Israel. In Nigeria, we have those who support Hamas. Yeah, but they are killing our people. They are doing the same thing that they say Israel is doing. I condemn what Israel is doing, but the same people are doing who support Hamas, yes, are doing to me and to my people what they say Israel is doing to the Palestinians. You see the trouble that is in Nigeria right now. So President Donald Trump, do this. Do us this favor. Do us this favor. Do Nigerians this favor. It is a passionate appeal. We don't want to see America as an accomplice of what is making Nigerians hot in Nigeria. We know you that on this one, you can do something. Nyesom Wike was ex-governor of Rivers State. Yes, two-term governor. Yes, oil-rich governor. Yes, the people in the state were denied access to the dividends of democracy, let's put it that way. Yes, the people still live below poverty line. He stole all the money. His father was never known to be a rich man. His father was never known to be anything near Bill Gates. This crazy man stole everything in the state, put it in his pocket. He will decide who becomes governor of the state. The state governor that was elected, they said they were, I have a question mark on Governor Fubara right now because we supported him when he was having trouble with Nyesom Wike. Later, Fubara turned his back on all of us and went to make a deal, with the criminals. He made a deal with the devils. Yeah, he's on his own right now. They suspended him. Have you ever seen any country on earth where somebody who is democratically elected by the people is suspended by a president? I know that you, Donald Trump, will not suspend any state governor in the United States and still remain president of the U.S. You will not do that. You will not, because it's undemocratic, it's unconstitutional. You won't even want to even try that. I saw what happened when there was something between you and the governor of Maine, and what he told you that we meet you in court. And that was it. All right? So there is no democracy in Nigeria, President Trump. What we have in Nigeria is darkness. And they said that they are copying American-style democracy. I've lived here for 29 years. I've not seen anything that is done in Nigeria that is anything near democratic. Yes. Yes. There is absolutely nothing near democracy. And that is why some of us have lost faith in democracy in Nigeria. I don't want to talk about democracy in Nigeria. Democracy where a drug dealer wins an election. Yes, democracy where killers are holding strategic positions. Democracy where the army is not defending the territorial integrity of Nigeria. Democracy where the chief of defense staff speaks more politically than professionally. He thinks he owes his allegiance to the rogue president of Nigeria, not the state of Nigeria. The job of a soldier is to defend his country. Yes, is that not? That is what he's supposed. That is what it is. What the world over. But in Nigeria, it's the direct opposite. The police, the DSS, the army work for those who are destroying our country, and they expect all of us to be quiet. So they reign, and they have been reigning. Can you imagine someone wake up to want to tell me who I am, write my history, and they say because it's the senator representing the area and nobody can challenge him, so whatever they say is law. Is that democratic? That is not. The democracy in Nigeria, the people have no right to open their voice, their mouth to differ with those who are oppressing them. Everybody says yes. Everybody toast to the nonsense they are doing. They are killing our people. Nobody protests them. The army is nowhere to be found. The soldiers are nowhere to be found. A whole prison in Nigeria was ransacked by Boko Haram. They came. Boko Haram came. 3 hours operations. 3 hours operations in a national prison. There was no response. No armed response. The police was nowhere to be found. The army was nowhere to be found. They had a feed day, released all their members that were waiting trial, and they went away. These people will go to schools, cut away empty the whole school of the puppies, take them into the forests, and begin to demand for ransom. The government, fake government of Nigeria, pays ransom to terrorists and bandits instead of fighting them. They know who the bandits and their masterminds are. Yes, since the past 1 year, the Nigerian army has been busy chasing one Bello Truji, one little rat, Bello Truji. And then when you hear Bello Truji speak, you know that he has no ambition. You know that he's not working for himself. You know that he's a boy to one of those who mastermind terrorism in Nigeria. He's in government. They are in government. They are the ministers of defense. Yes, their vice president of Nigeria is a terrorist with connection to Boko Haram. I'm sure they're not President Trump. I'm sure you know that based on CIA report and intelligence report from the FBI. I know that because I know America has that wide coverage. All right? That is the country we come from. And who does that make happy? I am not happy. I am so sad to have come from that country. Yes, that is why. Perhaps maybe that's why God made me different, to think differently. I am wired differently. But we don't have a lot of us who are speaking up. So this is an opportunity. This is the only thing I am begging you. I'm pleading, President Trump. Start with this. All the state governors, both previous and serving, they all have properties in the United States. If you don't know, we will help you. Ban every politician from coming into the United States. Those who have been governors, those who are serving, those who are senators, they have no right to be here in the United States. And you know what? They own properties here. They own businesses in the United States. Yes. Off of money stolen from Nigeria. They have no right to enjoy the dividends of democracy. They have no right to be where real democracy is being practiced. They have no right. They are children of darkness. That is why they are a disgrace to the black race. They are the reason the black race is disrespected. We are not all like them. Majority of us are good people who can administer a state. But the best never leads Africa. The best never leads Nigeria. That is why, if you see the support we are giving to Ibrahim Traore, we are supporting him because he's doing what no African leader has done. He's doing something very different. And that is why we call on the civilized world to allow him be. We want an example. Millions of young people, Africa of 1.5 billion people, are looking for a new direction. They are looking for someone else who can give them something different from what they have known all their lives. You see the stories, the situation in Cameroon. One man has been president since 1982 when I left high school. So 1982 to now, it's nearly 40-something years. 40-something years. So a man in Cameroon who was born in 1982 knows only one man as president. Only one man. But look at the United States. Since 1982 to now, there has been so many presidents. And then this is what we don't want anymore. And this is why we are soliciting your support in this era. We can handle business. A lot of us have lived here long enough. We have acquired a lot of experiences. We have acquired a lot of knowledge. We know how system works. We know deep down in our hearts, we are die-hard patriots who are ready, like you are, to lay down their lives for Nigeria. Just like you are ready to lay down your life for the United States. We have those. But you know what? Those people are never allowed to be anything. And then somehow, before now, powers from outside love that because it benefits them. It helps them grow their economies. It helps them expand their programs while our people are suffering. We don't want that to be that continent of hell anymore. Our continent provides over 45% of the Earth's resources. We want the right type of leadership that can drive the destiny of Nigeria and Africa in a manner that will benefit the whole world. We are always always willing to share with the world. We want to share now as equals. We want to share as a people who should be respected, who should be dignified. We are not trash. These people, the type of leadership we have, the type of leadership being provided by Nyesom Wike, Bola, Ahmed, Tinubu, and his gang of robbers, they are the reason we are looked down upon. You are an African looking at me today. It is time. Start something in your country. Yes, wake up. And that is what we need to do. President Trump, this is a passionate appeal to you. Please help us in this regard. Nigerian politicians, there are many here. Yes, they don't live here. They steal money, bring them here to support their families here. Their families live in criminal opulence here. They should not. And our people are dying every day. Just today, you know how many deaths I received? Some close to me. Yes, I am, as I'm speaking to you, I am broke, so broke. I have no money. Because everything we earn, we send home. Somebody is calling you. There are some I will never ever meet in my lifetime on earth. We help them. They call us, and then their stories are genuine. Their stories are true. Yes, they have become so weak, they can't even open their mouth. They can't raise their fingers. They can't ask questions. The democracy in Nigeria structure is worse than dictatorship. Yes. The democracy in Nigeria is worse than dictatorship. There are benevolent dictatorship who love their country and want to do good. But these ones are evil men. Evil. They are a legion of criminals. Locusts and cankerworm, dangerous locusts. Their mission is only one, to destroy their country. Their mission is to steal everything that they can lay their hands on. They don't care about their neighbors. They don't care about their fellow citizens. They don't care about the future of their country. They don't care about the future of the next generations. So you see why Africa is the way it is. Yes, these are the people. Nyesom Wike drives a Rolls Royce, brand new Rolls Royce, that he just acquired. Yes. He has a house in Florida. And one of us has written a petition to the governor of Attorney General of Florida. And I wouldn't mind, following up, because Florida is a place I used to go to when I was in business. Yes, Tallahassee was like a second home to me. Yes, if we find that to be true, yes, we're going to follow up. Yes, they will buy houses in the name of their friends. They have accomplices. But Nyesom Wike has openly agreed that his wife and children are American citizens. But Nyesom Wike has never lived in the United States. And he even said that he doesn't like the United States. He doesn't like to come to the United States. But his wife and children live in the United States. They live in a house that he definitely bought, maybe using another person's name. How is he supporting their education? Yes, Education here is not cheap for someone who is an international student. Yeah, because he has access to Nigerian funds. It's no big deal. When he's sick, he runs here to get treatment for an organized American medical system or healthcare delivery system. But the ones in Nigeria is run down. I want to challenge Nyesom Wike. Can you go to the general hospital in Diobu, Port Harcourt, to lie down when you have headache? None of them will go to the hospitals that they say that they built for our place. Every time they are telling you about their commissioning projects. That's what it is in Nigeria. They will tell you about empowerment. When you go, I don't want to hear that word. Empowerment makes me sick. Whenever I hear empowerment, I will start looking for where to hide because it makes me sick. They have bastardized that word empowerment. Empowerment does not, if you give somebody a piece of chicken, it's empowerment in Nigeria. And they will put the children on the social media advertising their form of empowerment. I've never seen, since I came to the United States, I've tried to work very closely, loosely, with the political process. I've never seen anywhere an American politician will come and say that he will gather the people that he's empowering them. What is he doing? Buying their cellular phone, right? That's empowerment. Empowerment here is done through government policy. Government policy that benefits everybody. Yes, they don't tell you to come back tomorrow. They don't ask you to go and write a letter or to go and meet a traditional ruler, to write a letter of recommendation to you. Who the fuck is that traditional ruler? No, there is no traditional ruler here. The traditional ruling system too is an obstacle to growth and development and to the working of democracy in Nigeria. Nobody tells you to go and bring a letter from somebody on grade level 16. No. It's policy. Policy is policy. When it is made that everybody is going to be benefiting for free healthcare, it goes. And when you go, you truly get the value of what you are promised. It's a shame. They run down our country. Yes, let me read. Let me take some statements here. Yes. Thank you. Hey, Holo Queen, thank you very much. Say humanity over patriotism. Yes, it's sad. I appreciate your candor. Thank you very much. That's from Gal Foxy. Thank you very much. And thank you for so refreshing. All right. And Gal Foxy went further to say, he said, I agree with all you said, apart from the bit about Trump. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. All right. Well, I am calling on him now to act. I think he will be able to help us in this. I understand where you are coming from. We're going to be talking about, I was going to actually say something about the United States. So it's going to be in my next broadcast, about some wars at home here that needs to be fought. The war against gun violence, the war pertaining to the healthcare delivery system, and what the insurance companies do to the people here. I think those are some serious domestic wars that has to be fought and won on behalf of the American people. Democracy is an anathema in Nigeria. Absolutely. There is nothing like democracy. They talk about democracy. They run down the country and go outside for services. They are totally without shame. Horrible people, shameless people, treasonous moral felons. I don't know what they did to our people. And, even as we are speaking, our people, Nigerians, sometimes I begin to wonder what is wrong with the brains of them. But I understand what they call Stockholm syndrome. Yes. They have been used to this type of thing. Nigerians are always adjusting for the next hell to come over them. It is so sad that we are those type of people. And that is why we do what we do, to see how many we can save, and then set a process for the total liberation of the country. It's a tough call. It's not an easy job, because we have to deal with the people who don't want to be free. Yeah, for fear of whatever thing. Yes. But we are not going to give up on Nigeria. I will not give up on Nigeria. So that's what they want us to do. We give up so that all of us will live in fear. Some of my colleagues, here, they want to go home and have fun. But me, what is the fun? going home and then I'm buying security. You know, the money that I could have used to help other people, I'm using it to secure myself. So what am I going home for? I am not going home. Yes, until the people of Nigeria see a reason to rise up and set their country free. Yes, this is what we are doing. So I am appealing to all lawmakers. If you're an American listening to me, please share this until it gets to your lawmakers. We need action on Nigeria, especially on Nigerian politicians who steal Nigerian money, bring their families here, and then benefit from what America has to provide. Yes, while leaving the people in Nigeria living in extreme poverty. That is the reason. So Wike and his family, Wike's family must be deported from here. That is what we want President Donald Trump to do. If you are a Donald Trump fan who knows him or who have connection one way or the other, you know, by simply sharing this message, it will help. If we share it as widely as possible and it becomes something that will, you know, wake the country up and its leaders up to say we need to do something about Nigeria. Yes, I will. I believe it will get to him. But we are on our own, working so hard to get to that point where he will get this message. I believe that he will get it. What Nigerian politicians are doing to Nigeria and the Nigerian people is unbelievable. It has reached a very dangerous crescendo. Very, very dangerous crescendo. We cannot take it anymore. Kweku, thank you. Adam, appreciate it. Thank you very much. Speak truth to power. And that is what we are known for. So thank you very much. If you are just joining us for the very first time on YouTube, on Facebook, follow us, you know, subscribe to our channel, you know, help us grow organically. And we want to become a huge movement because the mainstream media in Nigeria is sold out. You know, if you were part of the previous stream that I did, I interviewed a veteran Nigerian journalist, great guy, you know, with whom I've been friends for so many years. You know, he talked about the corruption in the Nigerian mainstream media. The mainstream media, the owners, the drivers are all evil. They are involved in what is hurting Nigeria. News are not told. Nigerians do not have access to the real information that they need to hold their government accountable because of the corruption in the mainstream media. And the mainstream media is the reason. Yes. The mainstream media. Yes. The mainstream media is the reason some of us are coming up with an alternative media. Hey, Adam, you are from, I see by your name, Adam Kweku. Yes, I see you are from Ghana. Can touch on Ghana. Yes, the new president of Ghana, I don't know much about him. I know about Akufo-Addo, that he was not a good president. But this one, the new president, John Mahama, when he was coming, people were talking about a lot of positive things about him. So I don't know much about him to be an authority in talking about him. But I'm going to, if you give me some time, I will study what he's doing. He has this positioning, posturing of a Pan-Africanist. How good that is, how true that is, I don't know. But I'm going to work on trying to have a better understanding of what is taking place in Ghana. So I will talk with some degree of authority on understanding on Ghana. So give me some time. And again, another way we can do it is if you are willing to speak on camera, you want to tell us about the situation in Ghana, I can interview you for free. You don't have to pay me money. You don't have to pay us money. We are not about money. Yeah, we need support. How we get support is through your subscription, through your membership, and through giving us super thanks and super chat. We can do that. It's 12:30 a.m. here in the UK. But I will catch up on this recording. Amazing content. Thank you very much. Hey, Gal Foxy, we appreciate you. I understand the time difference. Hey, we look forward to seeing you. And we don't mind, you know, whenever you have the time, you want to appear live here, we can give you that benefit, you know, because that's what we are, a global movement. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And you have a great night. All right. I know you need rest ahead of a new week that is coming. We appreciate you deeply and sincerely for being part of this live stream. Yes, Nigerians, Nigerians in Nigeria. Now, let me talk to you, my brothers and sisters in Nigeria. I have been following a lot of things. There's so much thing to talk about Nigeria. Like Bob Marley said, he says, we got so much things to say right now. We got so much things to say. What baffles me about the young people in Nigeria, in fact, the youths of Nigeria, I'm going to have to record another edition. Yes, another edition of my feelings about the young people in Nigeria. You are part of the problem of Nigeria. Yes, you see bad people who are hurting us. You know, you praise them. You write beautiful articles about what is not about them, about their accomplishment that is only visible on the social media. You, the young people of Nigeria, you are a huge part of Nigeria's problem. I've visited over 30 countries. I've never seen the type of youths that I know, sadly, from my own country. Yes, I don't know what it is. Do I want to believe that this is an African thing? That because we are Africans, we cannot stand for anything that is right, because our people are involved, because somebody is my brother. Yes, yes. All right, Foxy, man. Thank you. Yes. All right. Yeah, I look forward to that too. Thank you very much. So now let me ask you. I am a Nigerian. I have a tribe that that I call my tribe in Nigeria. But that don't make me an idiot. I have a national impression, how I look, what I want to see Nigeria. I see Nigeria as a country. I see Nigeria everywhere in Nigeria as my part of Nigeria. I live in the United States, and I've lived here for 29 years. 29 years. Next year, I'll be 30 years here in the United States. America has its own problem, but America does not have the type of problems Nigeria has. I can be here like I have been, unless I am interested. I can be here, Donald Trump is president for the next 10 years. He doesn't bother my life. All I do is live within the ambit of the law, do my thing. He is doing his thing. I know his policies may positively or negatively impact me. But when that happens, there are mechanisms, there are systems, there are ways. As long as you can work, as you can create, you can live here. Nobody. I live in Texas. I've lived here for a very long time. And I've had the benefit of traveling around the United States. The only two states that I've not visited is Hawaii and Alaska. And I am looking to have that done within the next 2 years, so that I would have visited the whole 50 states of the United States. And everywhere I have been, nobody has ever walked up to me to ask me, why are you here? Leave, get out of this place. But in Nigeria, we are doing it to ourselves. Somebody will live in Kano, like I lived in Kano. I had to run away from Kano in 1992 because I felt that I was not welcomed. And you know what? I was nearly murdered. Thousands of people were murdered in 1991 Kano riot. Why? Because one Reinhard Bonnke, a German preacher, came to Kano to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ. You don't have to accept. If you didn't want, I didn't go because I didn't feel like I wanted to go and listen to him. Yes, it's a choice that I made not to go. But why kill those who went? Or why kill those you thought you believe were Christians? Why? In a country that is theirs. Our country is supposed to be a secular state. Why murder those who hold variant religious positions with you? If our country was one, like it was at independence. They said independence granted to Nigeria. They did not say independence granted to Christians. They did not say independence granted to Muslims. The independence was premised on Nigeria and the Nigerian people. Yes. Yes. So, why does someone have to die for being a Nigerian in his country? We have to grow up. We refuse to grow up. That is why we are stuck. And it's because of this local mentality, regional mentality, religious mentality, that our country is on the canvas. You cannot never advance with those. A country should be led by its best, regardless of their religious, tribal, or regional backgrounds. A country should be led by those with abilities, competency, yes, knowledge, courage to do right, and exceptional content and strength of character required to build, utilize, expand, extend, and sustain capacity beyond themselves for the good of the country and all of its citizens, from generation to generation. So if you see that the United States is progressing, they are progressing because this is how they see leadership. They see leadership as an opportunity to serve and make a difference and leave the stage. It's not a do or die affair. That's why you don't see people taking up arms and be destroying people because of their political variances or because of the contestation for power. I mean, how goes? You are Christian, Ethiopian American. Often people's assuming, yeah, you may, yeah, okay, I mean, you said something. Let me respond to that. What you are saying about traveling through the United States has nothing to do with Donald Trump. You may want to tell me more about that because I don't clearly understand that. All right. So if you say it, the United States is that free. You can go anywhere you want to go. Nobody bothers you. Nobody throws you out. Nobody is going to ask you, why are you here? I'm not sure anybody has asked you, but nobody has ever asked me for the period of time that I have. But in Nigeria, and I'm sure it's happening in Ethiopia, where you are, tribalism is a problem of Africa. Yes, tribalism, hate. Yeah, hate, needless hate. You will see so much difference because of religion. Yeah, we hate our brothers and sisters because of religion. And this is why we are finding it difficult to unite Africa. Until we expunge this mentality from us, we will never get to that bridge and cross it. We must see our humanity. Why are we defenders of Arab and European nationalism? Those are the questions that we have to ask ourselves. It's because we are too tribal, we are too religious and negatively religious. Yes, we are selfish. We don't care about our neighbors. That is why these criminals from Africa, I'm sure from Ethiopia too, they steal money and bring them to the United States and then take them to Europe, take them to other places, build homes, buy properties, do everything for their families. And why their people are dying in droves at home. Shame, 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 shame. Yes. Yes. All right, don't worry. Don't worry. You're going to come back to it. You know, you can listen to it. You know, it's going to be archived. It's there. But again, I would love to engage you personally. Seriously. So if you want, let me leave the number for ONN. If you have a pen, I'm going to say it slowly so you can write it down. To contact us, you can call or text us +1 713 281 5435. Once again, +1 713 281 5435. Let me see if I can actually, let me go to the chat and see if I can write it there. For any person who wants to contact us, it's easier, to do it that way. Hold on, let me just see what I can do here. Just be patient with me. Yes. You got it? Okay, you got it, right? All right. Yeah, yes. 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 Yes, Amin Hagos. He said you have the Lion of Judah with the Ethiopian flag. Yes, that is African. I'm a Rasta man. Yeah, so that is what represents the ideology of Rastafarianism. You are my brother. Let us work together. There was a time, sometime 2 years ago, Nigerians were complaining about the treatment they received in Ethiopia. But I'm going to have to address that. I reached out to the operations manager of Ethiopian Airline, and then I had a discussion with him. We cannot be doing all those to ourselves. So we are in Africa, we are Ethiopians. I am an Ethiopian, I am from everywhere in Africa. I don't see any difference between you and me. You are my brother. So if we don't do that, if we continue to do that, yes. All right, thank you. Gal Foxy, thank you very much. Gal Foxy 8. Yes. Thank you very much. I sincerely and deeply appreciate that. So please, we can build a better world. And that is why we are doing something different. Something different from what others have done. Yes, we are not divisive, we are all inclusive. We listen, we ask questions because we don't know it all. And we want the best for our continent, we want the best for Nigeria, and we want the best for the world, where everybody will be respected. It's as simple as that. So the tension everywhere will come down. But this is something very important to us right now. The need for the United States to take action, yes, on corrupt politicians who steal money from Nigeria and come and dump them here. And while our people are suffering, we are not going to allow them to continue to do this. And then when they abuse human rights, they abuse our rights to citizenship of our country. Our people are hungry. Our people are angry. Our people are deprived. Our people have no access to opportunity. Yes, ordinary drinking water is a luxury in Nigeria. The people don't have access to clean water. Yeah, because of the tragedy of leadership. Yes, these thieves who steal from us, they prevent good people from becoming leaders of our countries. So it is time. Part of the bargain that we want from the United States, especially with Donald Trump in power, we believe that you have the boldness, you have the ruggedity to do something. And we will sincerely and deeply appreciate. Again, let me make it clear. I am not begging for money on behalf of Nigeria, because Nigeria has no reason to be a beggarly country. Nigeria is a victim of a terrible leadership. Yes, that the people of Nigeria have been supporting for a very long time, especially within the past 25 years. Things have not been the best for Nigeria. We have seen the worst leadership. And the situation in Nigeria is progressively getting worse, getting out of hand. You go to places in Nigeria, you are not sure, you are not guaranteed that you return the same when you go out. Nigeria is a terrible thing. Nigeria is still under colonization. The British aren't there with military. I agree with you, Amin Hagos. You are right. But if the Nigerian people decide to end the colonialism will end. Yes, if the British are still in charge of Nigeria, they are in charge because the people of Nigeria have allowed them to continue to be in charge. If the people of Nigeria come out in full force to say, okay, we don't want this anymore, it will end. Americans did it. Yes, you remember America was a British colony. Yes, when they decided that they were tired of being under Imperial Britain, what did they do? They severed link. Yes, they severed link. They severed link and then went away. And America is better for it. I mean, how goes? How can you be a supporter of Trump? I am not a supporter of Trump. I'm not sure I've said anything that is suggestive of me being a supporter of Donald Trump. No, I am not. I didn't vote for him. But when we have to speak the truth, we have to speak. As it stands right now, he's the president of the United States, and there's nothing I can do about that. I am making a request on him to send the children of those stealing from our country and bringing them to the United States to enjoy the benefits of living here. That's what I think is a fair request or a fair demand that we are making on behalf of millions of Nigerians at home and on behalf of Americans who should be tired of seeing these criminals destroying Nigeria and then putting their country through strain. Criminals who come and then deposit children here. All right, they become American citizens, but they don't live here. They don't pay taxes here. So what right do they have to be here? And that is why we are asking that Donald Trump and the Congress should sit up and do something about these criminals, these elements. They are from the political class of Nigeria. I am not telling him to do the same thing with ordinary poor Nigerians who escaped, from Nigeria, from the tragedy that these people created for the country. Okay, I said again, America and British are the same. They have a little fight between cousins, white supremacy. Well, that is your opinion. But again, as Africans, yes, as Africans, we have a reason to wake up to say we are tired. We are not going to allow this happen anymore. The reason why they have been succeeding is because of our silence. We have been quiet while they are doing this. We have been quiet while they are doing this. Yes. So that's what it is. Mr. Man, that is your issue. All right? You don't love Africa as much as I love it. I love Africa. But when we have to speak the truth, we have to speak it. What sense does it make for Congo to be in the kind of hell it is? What sense did it make for Congo and Rwanda to come to the White House to sign a peace treaty that they could not sign with in the Office of African Union? Does that bother you? Yes, and the Congo signed away its mineral resources. Yes, and Donald Trump was happy about that. All right, so does that still make me look like somebody who is a fan of Donald Trump? No, but I don't hate him. What he is doing for his country. So we in Africa must go and do our own thing. So if we do what we are supposed to do, the people from outside, we have no choice but to respect us. So let's face the fact. Let's stop running away from the truth. We have to run. We have to do things our own way. Yes. IMF, World Bank. Do you have to borrow money from them? Is it Brian Traore borrowing money from IMF? Is Burkina Faso not surviving? Why does IMF have to come and give me money? They are not forcing the African countries to borrow. The African criminals are the ones going there to borrow. So they should stop borrowing. They should go and look at their resources. Yes, they have abundance of it. They should build industries, create jobs for their teeming population. Yes, educate the African people around who they are and not as strangers to themselves. The Africans must do what? Emancipate themselves from mental slavery that makes them fight for the Arabs and makes them fight as Europeans. Yes, you see that? So when you have that settled, Africa will take off. And there's no doubt that we will. We are looking for the right type of leadership. That is why we need more Traore across Africa. Yes, that's the only way we can be saved. If we continue the way we are going, like Nigeria is about to be extinguished, everywhere will be extinguished. I know Ethiopia very well. When Emperor Haile Selassie was the king of Ethiopia, things were a little better. Things were not like this. The man handcrafted, built Ethiopia, and modernized the country. What happened? Yeah, Mengistu Miriam came. Who supported Mengistu Miriam to oust him? Yes, that's the question that we should be asking ourselves, and especially as members of the younger generation. What future do we want for Africa? What future do we want for Nigeria? This is a question. As a Nigerian, I believe, and very strongly too, that Nigeria is the greatest obstacle to the unification of Africa because of the type of leadership that it has right now. That the system of Nigeria must be dismantled to allow for the best to lead the country. Hey, with this, we come to the close of this. And again, I reiterate, President Donald Trump, do Nigeria a favor. Deport, Nyesom Wike's family and families of politicians hiding here in the United States with the money stolen from Nigeria. Why millions of Nigerians go to bed on empty stomachs? Why millions of Nigeria have no access to healthcare delivery? Why millions of Nigeria are living in darkness because there's no capacity to generate and distribute electricity? Why millions of Nigerians are dying on perhaps yearly basis because of the poor infrastructure in the country? Bye for now, and I love you guys. And again, if you just joined us for the very, very, very first time, we appreciate you, we love you, and thank you very much. Yes, Gal Phoenix 8, thank you very much, man. Much love from me to you. Thank you for standing. I mean, much love. Podrav from Moscow. Thank you. All right. Yes. Yeah, I don't you guys, you are crazy, man. He said Donald Trump said he will give green card citizenship if they invest 5 million. So that means they will steal everything from Nigeria to come and invest here. But these guys are thieves, and their children have no right to be here. They must and should be sent packing. For real, they should. And they are hurting our country. They are hurting our people. Again, I love you guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next stream. And my friend, I love Gal Foxy 8. Thank you very much, man. I really would love to hear from you. God bless you, and I wish you the very best of the new week. Bye for now.